FBI Season 7, Episode 11, has the potential to be a terrific episode, but the CBS procedural just runs out of time to do so. What begins as a bog-standard thriller about drug cartels becomes highly interesting with the entrance of a DEA deputy head, and actor Zico Zaki is once again in top form. However, the best twists are revealed too late. Shelter opens with a mass shooting at an Astoria homeless shelter, which happens to be a location close to OAandMaggie's heart. Similar to episode Redoubt, this allows the FBI to delve into one character's emotional feelings. Unlike Redoubt, the tale is more developed, but it occurs in the latter half of the show, so everything is wrapped up too soon. The plot twists reveal the unique elements that set the story apart. Happens too late. Every TV crime drama episode features a scene where the heroes discover what's actually going on. That plot shift is necessary because the characters require something to investigate and discover. The best shows in the genre achieve the shift naturally, but less successful ones make the twist appear forced or random. FBI Season episode falls somewhere in between. The episode begins with a familiar plot type. The agents believe the shooting was a hate crime because the shelter housed undocumented migrants, and their top suspect has a violent history. Then it shifts to something even more common, the continuous conflict with drug cartels. When it is revealed that cartel head Jorge Ortega's ex-mistress and their little son Miguel were in the refuge, the episode approaches peak, "Haven't we seen this before?" levels. There are several stories about nasty drug dealers who will do anything to reclaim their wife, mistress, or, most importantly, their child. Shelter really becomes fascinating when it delves into Ortega's past and reveals that the abduction was carried out by Nestor Cruz, a former good guy, who wishes to use Jorge's child as human leverage. It turns out that Ortega murdered Cruz's wife and children, so Cruz intends to trade the youngster for the drug lord and then kill him. Ortega has since formed a relationship with the DEA, which wants to protect their precious asset. The moral issues between Cruz and the FBI, as well as the FBI and the DEA, are central to the tale. These components of the plot also provide the cast members with the most opportunities to play. However, because Shelter must spend time developing the initial premise as well as discovering and tracking down Ortega's mistress Inez Madera, all of this information is revealed quite late in the episode. There's only time for a rapid standoff with Nestor and an almost certain sad finish. This is one of those occasions when if the crime drama had revealed its cards earlier, the lack of suspense could have been readily compensated for by an emotionally engaging plot. FBI allows OAandMaggie to take center stage again. Zico Zaki is the show's most reliable actor. The best aspect of Shelter is Zico Zaki's portrayal as Special Agent OAandMaggie. Zaki has always been a remarkable actress, demonstrating various layers of OA in episodes such as Season 7, Episode 8, Riptide. Even when the text isn't quite finished, he offers OA more depth and compassion. This story makes matters more personal for OA because it reveals that his sister volunteered at the shelter and that he knows one of the murdered security guards. There is a very stereotypical scenario in which OA becomes very violent with one of the original suspects because he is outraged by the attack on his town. Isobel Castile to OA, "You almost crossed a line you can't undo." Even if the motions OA goes through are similar to those used in TV crime series when something is personal to a prominent character, Zaki makes it all work. He captures OA's frustration without overdoing it, as many other performers might. Even at his lowest point, OA maintains some calm and control. The interaction he had with Maggie, in which she informs him that he should not be part of the upcoming interrogation, could have been scathing, but the two characters treat each other with dignity. And the best times are when Zaki conveys things without saying anything, such as OA reflecting on Isobel's instruction to him or his demeanor as he arrives at the shelter to deliver food. Many TV detectives fit into a mold, but OAandMaggie has always struck me as a one-of-a-kind figure, and Shelter demonstrates why. Even when he has a bad day, he remains a figure who the audience can admire, instead of emphasizing OA's connection with the shelter or his history in general. The writers just focus on the idea of a good guy having a bad day. That final scene, bringing a glimmer of optimism after a disastrous conclusion to the case, is simply so wonderfully in character. Thank you for watching.